Hello everyone and welcome to our YouTube channel. We are so happy that you have joined us and tuned into our channel. Please click on the like button. Please follow us because this is not going to be our last video. Today we want to talk to you all about a very sticky topic for a lot of couples, especially married couples, and we want to talk to you all about compromise. Justin and I have been together, it'll be 5 years in June, and it doesn't feel like it's been 5 years. It feels like I just got married to you.
You know the day?
June 6th.
Okay.
Do you know the day?
You just said it, babe.
I know, but I need to ask these questions because you asked me like I forgot.
I know the day.
Okay.
You know the year?
Yes, do you know the year?
Yeah.
So what was the year?
2015.
Oh, okay. So compromise is very, very important in a relationship. And Justin and I have both had to compromise in our relationship numerous times. Even today, we still make those compromises. And it's not about who's right and who's wrong. I know like a lot of times, a lot of couples like to say, oh, I was right, you know, you were wrong, but it's not about that. It's about making an equal agreement that both sides can live with. So
I like that definition.
yeah.
Did you get that out the dictionary?
Nope, I did not.
Oh, okay.
Did not. So we're gonna do this video a little different. So instead of us just telling you about examples of when we're gonna when we compromise, we're actually gonna go ahead and do some videos, little clips, so we can show you how to compromise and how not to compromise and to not compromise. So tune in.
To left, to left, to left, to the right.
Hey babe, I'm home. Baby, I thought you said you was gonna make the pasta when you got home.
It was at this moment he knew he messed up.
You said you would make it.
Yes, so with our first video, I just came through the door. 100%, I just came through the door from work. I'm normally off work at 5 o'clock. Justin can get home anytime between 3:30, 4 o'clock after he's picked up our daughter. And I came home and I witnessed my husband playing the video games. Now, Justin used to, like, I don't know if you all can go through this. I don't know if I'm speaking to somebody today, but my husband loves playing video games. Whatever your husband's hobby is, if you catch him in the act, of what he was, you know, what he wanted to do compared to what, you know, I wanted him to do is different. So I came through the door and I wanted him, or I expected him to have dinner ready. And so this is one of the things, like, you know, how you think like this is just one small thing. You can, when you driving, like, oh Lord, I know that my husband gonna have food ready. All I gotta do is just eat. Instead, I came through the door to him playing a video game. And food still on the stove, still not cooked. And so we went through that a lot. And so that could be very irritating. Especially when it's just like, aren't you hungry? Weren't you hungry? Don't you be hungry?
Not when I'm playing video games.
That's right, because when he used to play video games when he was a kid, he was on a saltine cracker diet and water. And so, but when you have a family, it's very important. So what I would do to compromise in this situation, I would just bite the bullet and I would just make the food. Although I know I'm tired, I'm exhausted, but just to settle the disputes, I don't want anybody to be mad or feathers ruffled because I've done that and it doesn't work. And so I just, just make the food on my own. So that's how I would handle it. How would you have handled the situation?
So instead of trying to prove my point and then making two of us frustrated and angry, What I could have done was I could have done a few things here. I'll share the first two that come to mind. The first thing what I would have done, just thinking off the top of my head, is I would have said, babe, look, I know you're frustrated. If you would, go take care of your business, go take a shower. I'm gonna finish my game because that's top priority. And depending on how she reacts to that, if she reacts like real extremely frustrated after that, which she will, then I won't be able to continue my game. But if she could be a bigger woman or a bigger person than me, she'll let me finish that game, go take a shower, I finish that game, I'll prepare dinner, and then by the time she gets out from taking her shower, cleaning up and doing whatever she wants to do, she'll have dinner prepared. Now, second thing I could do is just hop off the game, and just say, look,
Shook up the deuces, guys.
yeah, I'll play with y'all later. My wife is home. I'm scared, and I think she's gonna beat me up, and I gotta get off and hurry up and make dinner.
Oh, extra.
And I can apologize. I could be real sympathetic, and then I could jump into the, hey, I know it's not made now. Go take care of your business, go shower, and I'll have food prepared. So like those are some of the things that I think of off the top of my head. And so, I mean, that's where the compromise is made. I'm getting off my game to go make dinner, although I thought that she told me that she was going to have it prepared when she got home, right? So either there was a miscommunication or I just wasn't listening. But regardless of who's right, who's wrong, the compromise must be made, and one of us has to be the bigger person, and hopefully both of us can compromise in some way, some fashion or form, and just both be the bigger person. Let's watch the second scenario.
Babe, I thought you said you was gonna put Cassie to sleep. Babe. Justin. You said you was gonna put Cassidy to sleep.
I'm sleeping.
Okay, so in the second scenario, you see Justin's in the bed. Sometimes Justin likes to call it a night really early. Like the earlier to the bed, 7 o'clock.
I need my sleep. Fitbit tells me that I need to go to sleep. And on average, I get the best sleep when I go to sleep early.
Anyway, but he neglected his duties because so we have a to-do list about what we need to do with our daughter. So one of the things on the to-do list was that he needed to put Cassidy to bed. Did you put Cassidy to bed?
No, I didn't. I messed up.
So the reason why he puts her to bed and not me is because I have a hard time putting her to bed. Like, he can read a bedtime story, you know, whatever, but Cassidy she cannot go to sleep when I'm in there. And so that's his responsibility. So I have to compromise because he sleep and he's caught the whole little attitude. I'm
sleep. I'm sleep.
And he does value his sleep. So I have to do what I have to do. And the best way Cassie goes to sleep is if she's sleeping with me. So it's either she's going into bed. My compromise is she's going into bed with me, and we're just gonna all be one big 3 happy family in the bed together. If Cassie kick you, push you, that's not me. But that's just the only way I can get sleep at a decent hour as well.
Yeah, I feel like the only one that could have compromised at that point was her, because I was asleep.
And he ain't getting up for nobody.
And I just feel like that's disrespectful. Like, I don't care, male, female, old, young. If you're sleeping, you let that person sleep and then talk to them when they wake up. Or take care of the business yourself if you can and let that person sleep. So I personally feel like the only one that could have compromised in that scenario, in that situation, was Courtney. And she had to be the bigger person in that situation. And would you have done that in real life? Been a bigger person? Or would you
I'm always the bigger person in real life.
So you wouldn't have woke me up?
No, I wouldn't have woke you up.
Thank you.
Especially if you don't want her to sleep in our bed. So right now, okay, so shame on us, right? Shame on you. She's still sleeping with us.
No, she sleeps in her bed.
Right. Well, we're trying to prep her to sleep in her bed all the time, and so but whenever it doesn't happen, she just sleeps.
She starts in her room and then she makes her way to our room early in the morning. So, scenario 3.
Babe, you missed the spot. Number 3. So in this scenario, Justin is cleaning. He's, oh my goodness, y'all. Let me tell you, I got a good husband because he's a good cleaner. I tell you, he getting them cracks and corners and crevices. He makes sure everything is clean. He is a really good cleaner. And so a lot of times I feel like, you know, he cleaning, that's good. But this one did convict me because I honestly, like I don't like when people, like if I'm cleaning up and people just watching me clean. Like, I don't need you to jump in. Like, this is not a show for you. It's not a game. I need you to, you know, if I'm cleaning, I want you to clean with me as well.
And I'm the type of person that I don't expect you to be cleaning when I'm cleaning. Like, if you want to clean, which I like to do all the time, that's great. But if I'm doing something else, don't expect me to come and help you clean. I don't look at cleaning as like that's not a relationship goal for me, to be cleaning together. That's not something I enjoy doing. I clean because I have to. I do it really good because I'm a neat freak and I like things to be clean. But I don't necessarily, and so it's therapeutic. I mean, but I don't necessarily feel like I'm obligated to clean when you're cleaning. And I'm the clean person in the house. I do a lot of it, but I don't feel like Courtney has to be cleaning with me. And sometimes Courtney feels that way. And I have found that when I don't clean with her, she can get extremely heated with me.
Yes, it has been an argument in the past. But since he communicated that with me, and like I understand like how he do things, so while I'm cleaning up, I'll be like, okay, this needs to be vacuumed, but I don't have the time to do it. We have a to-do list, and so I'll write it on our to-do list, like our board, like a community board, and I say, okay, vacuum hallway, vacuum living room. And so he looks at that and he'll like, okay, and he'll check it off when he's doing it. So I kind of seen what works for us, and so I challenge you all to figure out what works for you and your household, because that's kind of what works for us. So yeah. I know you like the checklist, right?
Yeah, the checklist works for me, because guess what? I'm gonna take care of it earlier on in the day, and come later on in the day, I'm gonna be sitting on the couch watching my sports and not thinking about it. I'm really task oriented, and so that works for us. Writing a checklist at any one of our items. And we can show you our checklist in another video. We can go into detail about, you know, how some people are task oriented and they need to see certain things being checked off. And so that's how we operate. We sort of have that mindset. But as you can see in the video, it was super disrespectful because here I am cleaning. I pick my head up and she's on her phone texting. And that could have, there's so many ways to go about that video. That could have been her mess that I was cleaning up. It could have been my mess.
Could have been Cassie's mess. And let me be honest, it was Cassie's mess.
Exactly.
She was playing tea party.
So typically I'm the one that's, if it's your mess, clean it up. I'm that person. If it's Cassidy's mess, well, we're parents. One of us will clean it up. But when I'm done eating, I wash my dish off and I'll put it in the dishwasher. not all of us are like that in this household. So, the compromise is be the bigger person. If you see somebody cleaning, if you and your spouse have worked it out so much so to the point where if you see the other person cleaning, help that person clean, or if you're like us, you'll create that checklist and just get it done. Okay, I know I need to clean the bathroom and the living room today. It's all checked off. So when the time my wife comes home, I can play my video games. Me and Cassidy can mess around and play around and do whatever we want to do because I've already completed my task at hand.
Yes.
So.
And it makes me happy.
Good job. So, hey, look, we hope this message inspired you. This is a message on compromise. Look, we want to be the best couple that we can be. There have been times in our marriage where all we had to do was communicate with one another. There have been times in our marriage where we had to be the bigger person. And that deals with compromising at times. You don't feel like doing it. You don't feel like you should go out of your way to do these things. But when you're married, or if you're in a serious relationship, these are some of the things that you're gonna have to learn how to do. You're gonna have to learn how to compromise. You're gonna have to learn how to go out of your way for your significant other so that your marriage or your relationship can work.
Okay, and that's it. Cassidy!
Hurry up! Come on, girl!